Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the Lioness Voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give all the powers to chant. Jah give all the powers to chant. Ras Tafari, the Lioness Voice.
I'm Nana Farika. The time has come for the lioness to tell her story from her viewpoint and tell the world who Queen Omega is. This is the Lion's
I
Voice.
mean, we are trying to shed the light on the importance of farming and food security, you know what I mean? Because as right now we see, you know what I mean, how, food right now have become like a very, very, risky topic when we come on to like, population. You get what I say? Because, one set of people is in control of the mass production of food, while the next person is in need of food. You get what I deal with, and then now we have the land struggle where, lead towards that external, and also internal conflict amongst communities, you know what I mean, and also now it will bring forward that external conflict amongst nations, because now we have to rely on other people and other sources to get our food resources, you know what I mean, and that no good, because the people them don't have access to land to plant it, and them have access to land, but at the same time them don't have no rights to the land. So even some people just look on it at like effortless, you get me I say, because you're born on a land, and at the same time you don't have any farmer legal rights for acquire a piece of land if you even choose to do some farming. So we see the government landlock things, you know what I mean, basically if you build up high-rise building which you don't have any backyard, you don't have anywhere to plant any food, so you're going after your only food source is the supermarket, which the food is coming to you from the mass production of these guys, which can be anything. We can say, for example, the food can be tampered with, just for say.
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the evil days. At least 1/3 of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabet is giving birth in a place called Ergersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tafari, meaning one to be feared or respected. Lich Tafari's father, Ras Tafari, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras Tafari is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras Tafari knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Lich Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwesi Bansu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
So you don't know, but we are the younger lion, you know, where, you know, I try to, you know, you hold up the ones them together to see me, you know what I mean? We have our little family to see me, you know what I mean? And we are trying to shed the light on the importance of farming and food security, you know what I mean? Because as right now we see, you know what I mean, how, you know, food right now have become like a very, very, you know, risky topic when we come on to like, you know, the population. You get what I say? Because, you know, one set of people is in control of the mass production of food, while the next person is in need of food. You get what I deal with? And then now we have the land struggle where, you know, lead towards that external, you know, and also internal conflict amongst communities, you know what I mean? And also now it will bring forward that external conflict amongst nations, because, you know, now we have to rely on other people and other sources to get our food resources, you know what I mean? And, you know, that no good, because the people them don't have access to land to plant it, and them have access to land, but at the same time them don't have no rights to the land. So even some people just look on it at like effortless, you get me I say, because, you know, you're born on a land and at the same time you don't have any farmer, you know, legal rights, you know, to acquire a piece of land if you even choose to do some farming. So we see the government landlock things, you know what I mean? Basically, if you build up high-rise building which you don't have any backyard, you don't have anywhere to plant any food, so you're going after your only food source is the supermarket, which the food is coming to you from the mass production of these guys, which can be anything. We can say, for example, the food can be tampered with just for say, you know, and we you know, we are saying,
yeah, we rely heavily on imports, you know. Most of the food is imports, and there's a lot of GMO food within the system. So
yeah, we know.
Serious thing with the eye, a block. So how old was the eye when the eye came to this light of Ras Tafari? You know, was it during your teenage years, or was it later, or were you born as a Ras? You know, in terms of the knowledge, how did the eye come to that enlightenment?
Well, gratitude not the first instance of life, you know what I mean? Because, you know, being grateful for life make you ask all heap of questions, whether you're old or you're young, you know what I mean? Just realize the importance of breath, you know what I mean? And I did really find that from a tender age, you know, me and my brethren them used to like, when I say tender age, like probably about 12, same 13, you know, me and my brethren them would go together. We used to have some whole heap of question ourselves. We just sit amongst one another and we are asked like, yeah, so if you go through the sky and them say you're gone to space, then if you go through the earth and go down, then where you're gone. If the earth is, you know, if them say we're upon, you know, the outside of the earth or whatever, you know what I mean, you're supposed to go down, you know, the earth core and them way they see, you know. And that's how we always check certain things from young. Some, you know, some question where, you know, the average youth don't really ask, you know, and then now, yeah, and then now it manifested through, as we said, actions and music, you know, because them time, you know, we are listening only for Capitan, you know, Sizzla Kalonji, Highway, you know, Bascomek. We are listening only for the, you know, the artists them in a them time they are forward. Because when I got tell no one say we used to listen only for Sanchez and everything. The old man used to play enough music, different music. We listen to Ken Booth, you know, we know only for Ken Booth to sing me. You know, we know some other music like, you know, where some ancient music, you know, cause my old man like them kind of music, but
So
reggae
what
wasn't
year
one
was
of
this?
him top
This
thing.
was the 90s. This was the 90s or the early 2000s. When are we talking about?
Yeah, so this mood I say about early 2000, we talk about like 2003, 2004, them time they're coming forward. Yeah. But we used to hear a lot of stories from an old man now, cause he used to live a back a wall.
Okay.
Auntie Valley Garden, them call back a wall, So he used to live in
Yeah,
a
man.
old, some old car and everything with cardboard. And so he meet whole heap of the Iowa them, where that's musically, like he meet the great Tootsie Bert and he meet tells him and Bunny Whale and all of them used to sit down and smoke chalice together. But him used to be a young youth at the time where I look work in the city, you know what I mean? In time, this Kingston City just a take time forward up, you know what I mean? In a theme time. And I tell we about way back, when him just come at Kingston, you know what I mean? Yeah. So in a them time that him did have the opportunity to grow amongst more of the culture, as a youth I come through. So him come at Kingston, come book up in a bar there and Bunny them and Peter them, you know what I mean, as we say Tootsie Bird and the whole of them I what they see me, so him know John Bolt and enough of the ones them. So my old man and him love ganja. Him a bun ganja and a lick chalice and them thing there from day one. So him always used to argue with a whole heap of story and history when I come up with as youth and what Jamaica was like and the struggles and him memories of when them start trimmer Rasta and him witness these things out there in the street, but him never, cause him is a ballad, them call him. Him used to work with JPS and thing, you know what I mean? At that time, you know what I mean? And yeah, him always have a big beard around him face, I say, yeah, he call him Castle Taylor, Castro. You see, yes, so I'm an Haitian that and him used to give a whole heap of story and history, and then Mama now on the other hand is very, very spiritual in our next level where the herbs and the bushes is concerned. So with the merging of seeing my mom's wild roots and everything from very young and stuff, seeing me, and then we grew up around some other bongo we used to live in our community, like some ella what them call bongo wani, bongo shorty, bongo seed. Them Haitian, they would know them Haitian, they would whole heap of donkey and them thing they will be a youth group. So we get whole heap of culture in a them time the which now you don't really a sight as much. So that was our early stage of like the injection of Ras Tafari within.
Yes. How old is the eye? How old is the eye now?
Say I chat, yeah, 33, yeah. Yeah, three, so yeah, next year I am 33-year-old, so you don't know this year we are 32, we are 32 at the moment, yeah, so coming forward up to 33, so we are look at, yeah, a great number there, so to see we,
mighty strength.
Yeah, man, so, but everything start really, the seed, where we are talking about really the seed of our growing up, our movement, you know what I mean? And then the tree, the seed bust and the root them start spring off like in the high 20s, like when I say now 21, 22, as we say, we start get firm upon certain things and we start resent certain life where we are live we self within consciousness the same way that was forcing against those habits where Babylon really want to conform to, you know what I mean, as a youth, one whole heap of other things. So you don't know and we are saying no, we have to go make the one, no. So from 23, them time they really start trim and line up and do all of that. So as you would coming up, so we did sharp thing the way them attack us, and we don't know that, but as we are saying, and it up to a one if I want to the way they can still attack with works, the deeds, yeah. But that's how Chad the earth now, man. We sight Ras Tafari, we sight the glory through the works, through the spirituality, you know what I mean, and through the teachings as well, you know what I mean. So you don't know We see it for ourselves, so I don't like wanting man to confirm it. We are do the work now to confirm in other youths where aside Rastafari said it is something that is necessary to be a part of because it is developing. You understand? But if you would feel like it dormant and it land the next best thing. Yes, yeah, you don't know. As we know the king of the light of the world, you know what I mean? And
Yes,
we know what Rome stand for.
Them could never conquer the mountains. Thousands of years and counting. Ethiopia rise again unto the world. Now we are announcing. Them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the base. When the trumpet sound and the violence cease, how we say one go build up the cities. Well, them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the base. Rastafari crown as the Prince of Peace. Him tell the youths them fi build up them countries. Well, solar energy that them a see. The whole city powered by the sun's energy. The road them make out of hemp and concrete. Neighborhoods full of fruit trees that taste sweet. The youths put down them guns, them harvest and a reap. The beautiful gardens will line every street. Tired of the bloodshed, them done with the beef. Not even animals for that, them burn out the meat. Where people say Haile Selassie, I see Nile. When they see say him a treat the dirt like a child. Peace on earth from the banks of the Nile. That's why we giving thanks in style. See say Babylon a weapon, them a stockpile. Babylon a wicked, kill them brother and smile. Lion, Babylon a reptile. Them a plant for shed blood, we got plans for the soil. Them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the base. When the trumpet sound and the violence cease, how we say one go build up the cities. Well, them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the base. Rastafari crown as the Prince of Peace. Him tell the youths them fi build up them countries. No more gullies, proper sanitation. Proper toilets with proper filtration. Clean water for the youths them fi use. Our sons and daughters safe, no more child abuse. Africa arise, read it in the news. On the day when Rastafari ready, wicked have fi move. 3D printing alongside hem shoes. Herb get legalized, hard drugs them get refused. Well, people used to say they bring him man senile. True himself he tried it with man, woman and child. Himself peace on earth from the banks of the Nile. That's why we giving thanks in style. She say Babylon a weapon, them a stockpile. Babylon a wicked, kill them brother and smile. Lion, Babylon a reptile. Them a plans for shed blood, we have plans for the soil. Them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the base. When the trumpet sound and the violence cease, how we say one go build up the cities. Them a plan for war, we a plan for peace. And now we see them wanna go dismantle the beast. Rastafari crown as the Prince of Peace. Him tell the youths them fi build up them countries. Babylon them got a plan for boots war. Without the meditation, well them now go reach far.